Welcome back to my channel. This is Sonia with Flex and Diamonds, and today we are doing another Wip and Chat. Wip stands for work in progress, and we're just gonna sit here and kind of talk about our week. I'm still working on Lean on Me by Jody Bergstrom. Cute little kitty cats. And I'm hoping it's probably going to be soon here where I'm done with that project that I'm doing for my friend. So, we should hopefully have more of a variety soon here. But anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. I am working with the normal suspects: Forever Young Tray, Diamond Art Pin, my pink wax. I don't really shake things up when it comes to that. But yeah. It is Wednesday, January 21st, and I have been working since 6 to 2:30, and it was an interesting day. Basically, it wasn't a bad day. It was just, it's just a day, which I like when it really is just a day sometimes. But I have just been catching up on some filming, and two, I've been reading A Storm of Swords by George R. R. Martin, which is the third book of the Game of Thrones. And I do not like this audiobook. At all. Which is kind of sad because it would really help me to be able to do other things like diamond painting and everything. But yeah, that's not the case. But yeah. And then last night I was working on my other project, and then I found out that some colors got mixed up. It's either like a really white color or really pink color. I think what I'm going to do is just match it as close to the picture as possible and call it good. It happens. I think everybody that's done this craft has mixed colors accidentally. It's not really that big of a deal if it wasn't like her skin color. So I have to fix that tonight. But I am like zooming through that kit. This is my first, that kit that I've been talking about is my first round from like the sleeve on the box. So it's been a good experience. I don't see really a difference with rounds. I can't wait till I work on like a new square, because I think that's really where I'm gonna see the difference in. I'm just like wondering what's in this. Oh, it's the lollipop symbol. Okay, what is the lollipop symbol? 58. Oh, there it is. But it's been a really good kit, so far. I haven't ran into too many problems. But I'm not expecting to with a Diamond Art Club, especially with a newer Diamond Art Club. I'm not expecting too much problems. It's just I accidentally mixed up the colors, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But otherwise, I've been having a good time with it. It is very confetti to the point of like it wears me out. And then like I flip the canvas over and then it's just color blocking. So it's a nice kit in that that aspect, because this kit right here is just confetti. There has not been, like, there's blocks of color blocking, but not very much. We are like right, we are past the star right here, and it's just full of confetti, and that is okay for this type of diamond painting, because there's a lot of color changes in like really small areas on this. And I bought this on my first Black Friday, not knowing kind of the chaos of Black Friday. It is so chaotic. And I was like, I really wanted 3. So I finished Montemore. It's above Drogon here. It's that right there. I finished that. And then I really fell in love with Lean on Me, but then I wanted Under the Stairs. And Under the Stairs, I did have to wait for through a few restocks. But I finally got it. So that was back in 2023. And I think that's been the most. I know this is like a weird conversation to have in like the middle of January. Like, we're so past Black Friday that it's not even funny. But like, that was like one of the most exciting Black Fridays to me. I'm really hoping, because I'm on a no buy right now, that this Black Friday, because that's when my no buy, I'm like all hands off. That's when I'll go from a no buy to I can buy again. Kind of depending on a few factors. Like, obviously, I do want to keep my stash low. It is a goal of mine. It does not need to be your goal. But it's a goal of mine to keep my stash around 10. I do enjoy the bigger kits. This right here is a 55.8 by 83.8 centimeters. And it's either that or bigger. But I do have some smaller kits in my stash, and everything. So yeah, I just want to keep it low. But my other goal is to finally get a Jaded Gem shop eventually. But I really would like to get those discounted as much as possible. So she's having a 25% off sale, but like I said, I'm like on a no buy right now. I just want to have, some decent money right now. I did, there's a company called Goose Creek. They sell candles. And I did buy their candles. Because basically my no buy is for video games, books, and diamond art. So I'm always running out of candles. I work from home, and I pretty much light my candles on the daily. Unless like I'm totally out or I have like a headache or something, like maybe I'm not in the mood to light a candle. Which sometimes happens, like sometimes I'm just not in the mood to light a candle. And yeah, I buy them from Goose Creek. They will have a lot of like buy 5 or buy 6 for like $50 or something like that. And I go crazy for their candles. Um, I don't keep the containers. I just throw them away. Because I don't really have anything to, like, if I had another, like, way to use them, like, maybe I would use them, but I really don't. um, and I live in a one bedroom apartment, and, I like to keep things, you know, spacious. I don't like to have to worry about room. And yeah, so that order is coming in on Friday. And then I did buy new storage but I bought it for my friend that comes over all the time to for her diamond painting. Because I was like, I don't have the storage for you anymore. And it wouldn't be a storage solution I would like for myself personally. It's it's still like it looks like these, but kind of in a smaller form, and it's all one size. And I'm not a big just one size, especially with like what I work on, because I mean I have all my colors like right here. So, but I feel like because if you can, I'm gonna do a flip. Like I have a whole row of Elizabeth Ward containers like on top of the diamond painting because they don't fit in here. And it's kind of a pain. I'm not gonna lie, but it's what it is for right now. And then I know my next diamond painting after the one I'm doing for my friend has to be a square. Like I miss squares. I've been debating if I just want to be a one whip girly or two. I think it would be a lot of fun to have it like where I have a spinning wheel and I pick the kit I'm gonna work on during that whip and chat. I think that would be a lot of fun. Um, but I wouldn't do more than two. Um, one round, one square is enough for me. Um, and I think that's kind of why I don't find myself like I work on her kit constantly, but this one like I only do during whip and chats. Um, and I like this kit. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Um, but it's another round and it's like okay cool I have another round cool and it's like I really do want a square so I think I am gonna kit up a square. I think I'm gonna kit up Orihime maybe and do that for Kate diamonds and washi and Diet Dr. Pepper. I think that's what her channel is. Um, they're doing a fairy tale folklore thing, and I think Orihime would be really fun for that. Because it would be really different. Um, I was going to kit up Notre Dame, but I don't think I'm ready for that one yet. I think I really want to give that one a really good chance of maybe being an only whip, and then what I'm going to do when it just gets stale. Because it's going to. It's a big, huge, a lot of confetti, it's just huge because it's a landscape. Um, and I just think I just kind of want to take my time with it. If I have to have a few whips, so be it. I'm expecting it to be like when I was working on this one, where I can't just work on it by itself. At the end, I definitely was working on this by itself because I didn't get burnt out. Um, I think the color palette was just a lot. And the grid was just like really weird on this. Um I did a post review on it, so I talked about it a little bit, but yeah, the grid was weird. The was it was not completely and totally nice to me. Um so that was some of my issues with that doing that kick on a consistent basis is, ooh, that is a pretty pink. Whoops. Oh, that is a pretty pink. I think this is a fairy. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, that is gorgeous. I have been liking fairy dust more and more that I've gotten to use it. Um, so Monte More didn't really have fairy dust, but it had metallics. Just that one right there. This one down here just had ABs as specials, and then I added more ABs to it. And then I've been working on the one for my friend and this one has fairy dust. So I'm not sure when fairy dust came into being, really. But it was a good addition. I haven't gotten any of the frosted yet. Um, I'm kind of excited to maybe see what that would be like. Eventually. But yeah, there hasn't been a lot of ABs. Oh no, there's a white AB, because of course there is. White AB it's an okay AB. It's not my favorite. There was a red AB in this that I really liked. This had a lot of cool things going for it. But yeah, but I've been really falling in love with fairy dust because everybody was like, "Oh, everybody's like fairy dust is like the best thing." I'm just like, I don't think I've ever seen one until just now, until working on these two kits. That tells you how old my kits are. I I've been definitely participating in Lizette's refresh your stash, like ever since I've gotten my stash, it feels like, because I don't I don't buy a lot. I try to be very picky with what I pick. Um, I've only really destashed one painting, and it went to my friend, and it was like she was like, I like the picture, and I was like, it was my Randall Spangler, and I'm like, okay, I'm not attached to this, So if you want it, I will give it to you for free. Here you go. But other than that, yeah, I really like the way my stash is right now. Um, Everything up there, in my closet right now, stash wise, I would be happy to work on. Um, Oops. Um, do I want to really work on Freya right now? No, because I really just don't want to work on another round. But if I put all my kits on a spinning wheel and was like, okay, which one do I need to work on next? And it came up, I wouldn't be disappointed. Which I might actually do. Let me know if that's something that would be interesting. Um, it's just having me pick from a spinner wheel. Um, that could be fun. I would just have to make sure I have enough storage, which I like. I think if I got done with all my stuff, I have 2 Elizabeth Ford containers plus 3 packs of these that I got extra, so I would probably have enough storage. I think I'm at the point where storage is not an issue if I'm only doing one diamond painting at a time. Which I think that might be where I'm gonna be at for a while. I don't like any if there's any multi whippers out. Just like I understand like wanting a round in a square. Like I understand that whole aspect because one day you might be into a round and then one day you might want to do a square and like having that option. Of course, I'm down to one round. I this is my luck. So I was shopping during Black Friday. I was like, I need a square for my friend. And the picture I found was, of course, a round. And I was like, okay, well, she'll like it anyway. And then I ended up just getting a round for myself, which I was fine with at the time because Lean on Me was my only round in my stash. Um, but I am working on Lean on Me, and then Freya's my only other round, and it's a really small one, which I'm like, cool, snack size kit, yay. But um what I'm like afraid of with that is if I have multiple lifts, is this gonna go just hit the back burner minus when it gets picked for the spinner wheel for you know for whip and chats and stuff. And I'm trying not to do that. Like I think once I have both once I have the Autumn Fairy is what I'm doing for my friend. Autumn Fairy done, I will probably have this as my only whip for a minute, see if I like that. If I like it, great. I will finish this probably really quickly. And then if I don't like it, then I can get up something and then slowly get through this and the kit that I pick. I just know like it's probably not as much fun to watch somebody just do one kit. um, but we also have to just kind of work within our means. But like if I seriously had this as my only whip, like this would be done so fast. Even if there's not a lot of color blocking. Because I just like sometimes I just sit there and I watch. I just finished Naruto. I'm on Naruto Shippuden now, and I will just sit there because I can't just sit and watch TV. Um, so I usually when I watch anime, if it's not with my boyfriend, it is dubbed, and that is just for my sanity because I always have to be doing something. So I will sit there and watch episode after episode of an anime and then work on a diamond painting, and then before I know it I'm like 4 or 5 like sheets, almost done with the piece, and I'm like, oh, okay. Um so that would be the ideal plan, is just to have one whip at a time. Is it gonna last? No. I already know. I mean, if I get like square kits that are not like extremely large, like I could probably work on them like on their own, but we'll see. Like most of mine are not too big. So if I was to go through my stash, I have no, Notre Dame, which is probably still my second biggest kit in my stash. And then I have Under the Stairs, which is really big. And then, oh my goodness. Pause, please. I don't know where my diamond art book is. So that's a little sad as of right now. But, yeah. So if I'm working on any of those kits, I will probably have a side project going. Just like, because you don't want to see, the same project constantly. But I also get, like, you know, you get so much done having one whip too, because you're just working. You just have one project, and that is it. So yeah, just let me know if and I know you guys really don't see me like actually working on the kit because of how I film. I do this because my arm for my setup just does not like to keep my phone the way it needs to be so it's full screen. So I just kind of do it this way, which let me know if that's okay. Um I know most of what I do is I use these as like a podcast. So I'm not really watching the people diamond paint necessarily. I just want to know about something. I'm nosy. I want to know about your week type of thing. Um, but just let me know all the things, and we'll get this figured out. I am so new to this. This part of YouTube, I've been doing my book channel for about a year and some change. Um, and that I have like down. I just need to try to get some more viewers on there. But when it comes to like my setup and like what to talk about, what books I want to go more into depth, books I'm like, this was good, move on. Like, I have a flow with Chat channel. This channel, I haven't gotten really a flow yet. Minus I've just decided I'm posting on Mondays, which I'm like 3 or 4. I know other YouTubers post their Wip and Chats on Mondays, so I might figure out another day to post. But it's Mondays at least for right now. Until I figure out something else to do. And just one random day a week I will come film this channel, these Wip and Chats. Like, this is a pretty lax channel comparable to my book channel where, like, I'm to the point where I do have to have a video going up on Thursday, a video going up on Sunday. And that's the channel, like, if I was to get monetized, that would probably be the channel that would get monetized as far as, like, how I look at my stats right now. But I would like to do more with this channel. I just, like, I would like to do, like, a life in review, which is, like, a year in review, but, like, all my paintings. That way, you know, you've pretty much seen every painting I've done up to this point. So that might be a video coming real soon. I don't know if a stash video, let me know if a stash video would be interesting. It would be a very quick video. Like, my stash is, like, it's really small and there's not much to it. But I have some of, like, all the boxes somehow. Like, I'm actually so surprised because when Lizette was talking about refresh your stash, I was like, I have a box from, like, every kind of era of Diamond Art Club. I have the really old boxes that came with, like, the cover minders and stuff. I have all the variations of, like, the tear apart plastic. And then, yeah, I just got the new boxes for my order that I got this Black Friday. So I have every single variation. Box wise, and I know this is gonna be a weird conversation. Box wise, like, which one is your guys' favorite box, like, type of box? Mine is the one with the artwork around it. So the boxes they had before the slide, because I will not open up those fully, because I stack them on each other and I'm, like, afraid, like, damage. So yeah, I don't know how much, like, if it's, like, to save cost or they had to get a new manufacturer or what. But I like how you had it before was fine. But at the same time, I'm not gonna, like, message Diamond Art Club and be like, this is, like, the worst decision you've ever made, because it's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, I wouldn't, if you stack your diamond paintings, I wouldn't fully open them. Like, you can probably open them up to a certain point where the plastic is still covering the sleeve so it doesn't move. So I don't know. It's just interesting to see kind of their their quality has gone up. And I feel like it has in ways. Like I said, like I won't really know. Like I think this kit's older than this kit, so I could tell you the difference between this and this. This was a lot easier. The drill field was so much better on Montemore than on Dacaris. And I think that's just they learned Diamond Art learned and grow. I think I learned and grew between the two. Um, my placing I feel like's gotten a lot better since working on this one down here. Um, yeah, so we are getting close to the 40-minute. So, what have I been reading, watching, playing, listening to? I have been reading Storm of Swords by George R. R. Martin. I've been really liking going to that series. Hopefully I can maybe read Feast of Crows by next month. And then I would only have one book and I'd be like, it's only March, and that would be great. Those books are huge. Like I'm reading an over 1,000-page book right now, with Storm of Swords. So I don't know where I will be by the time my next Whip and Chat. And then what am I watching? YouTube, and then I've been watching Naruto Shippuden. I've been really liking Shippuden. A lot more than regular Naruto or young Naruto. I don't know how that all works, but and then I'm playing Code Vein still. I have been debating about like getting another game in the mix, but I know if I do that, I can probably kiss for a while Code Vein goodbye. But I will see. And then what am I listening to? My goodness. Not music. I guess a little bit of Storm of Swords, but the audiobook was creepy, so I stopped doing that. I don't know. I haven't really been listening to anything too new. I just haven't really. Like, I will watch TikTok for like the main purpose of finding new music. And it hasn't really been working for me recently. But yeah. Like and subscribe. I'm hoping to mix things up with this channel. I will probably have my life in review soon. I'm hoping to mix things up with like how I pick the kits. But I want to make this channel fun for everybody. I don't want it to be same old because it doesn't work that way. But yeah, like and subscribe. I will see you next Monday. Bye.